And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Oh shit. Here we are once again. Hey, Uncle Makara tuning through Atlantis to all of you. Okay. Let's get it. Oh my goodness. This is too lit. This is too lit right now. Man. Okay, so the video I called it Feeling Stuck, Your Higher Self is Trying to Save You. Okay. This is a topic. I want to shout out Alex Arc 77. It's ARK 77 on Instagram. Okay. Go check that bra out. He's too woke for his own good, I think. Okay. And people don't get him. I truly believe this is coming from a down low, but they're going to get him. They're going to know him. Okay. For sure. Okay. Let's get tapped in. Okay, your higher self isn't your judge, it's just your personal life architect. Okay. It's not about punishment, it's about construction. Let me just share this with the tribe before I forget. Okay. And we're getting confirmation from a client of mine today if they're coming or not. So we'll see if we can extend this a little longer. Okay. But let's get right into the topic. So it's about construction, right? It's always drafting the best blueprint that we have at this time. So these are my ideas. Okay, read the disclaimer. Just take them with a grain of salt. Okay. Of course, Alex shared this idea with me, so shout outs to him for and credit for that. However, let's tap in. Okay. New whiteboard. All righty. Okay. Okay. Let's just see. Let's use a random dude's image. Make it easier. Okay, I guess so. I guess we're going with this dude. Kind of looks like me a bit. Okay. Okay. So this guy, right? He has chakra points, and he has chakras going up and chakras going down, correct? To the undersoul and the oversoul. The oversoul is going into the superconscious mind. Okay. Subconscious mind. Okay. So as we keep traveling up and traveling up past the superconscious mind, we approach something. We approach almost like an indentation or like a bridge, right? A stop, a closure. And this closure, I believe, is kind of symbolic of the super highway of all of your guides, right? Kind of coming together and emanating at some kind of an abstract range. So this higher self, we can only get certain fragments, understandings, whispers from it, right? It's only when we can get super conscious that we can access it, okay, through deep stillness, meditation, trance states, and so forth, okay? So essentially, okay, there's something up here, and I believe this is from a certain path working, but think of it like the God chakra, right? The God chakra connects, it is basically the chakra of God, right? So this is also beyond the higher self, right? This is why we say it's godlike or whatever, right? Our selves are evolving in that way. So really interesting, right, guys? So hold on, let me see if this is, you guys are able to see this. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So your higher self isn't concerned about your past mistakes, right? It's just too busy rewriting the damn script. So every choice, every moment is just a chance for your future to be more recalibrated, right? So your higher self, imagine having like an inner cosmic editor, just tweaking everything, tweaking the plot of the story so that it aligns with your highest excitement, right? Your ultimate story, one that's aligned to your deepest desires and flow. Okay. We're going to use infinity to describe this. Okay. It's basically there's a pathway going like this, and then there's a pathway sideways like this too. Okay. Then we notice it's the what? The flower of life emanating outwards. Okay. So this energy is what we call being centered, right? Being aligned. That's what it is. Now, leaning into your higher self is like letting the universe become your co-pilot. You're trusting that you're always guided towards the best direction, even when the turbulence hits, right? Even when shit hits the fan, so to say. You still don't punish yourself. Why punish when you can pivot, right? Why would you punish when you can pivot, when you can change? You can change any millisecond. All it takes is a decision. Your higher self is a professional at turning wrongs into rites of passage, into guided initiations for your character development. Mistakes are not roadblocks, they're just building blocks. They're energetic recalculations towards your flow state. Okay. So the present moment is always up for negotiation with your higher self. Every second is an opportunity for alignment, a cosmic deal that you can strike with your higher self. So you're not living in a linear storyline like this. Your higher self is almost like it's going through many different portals, realms, avenues. Okay. So that means that they're playing more in the quantum, you're playing in the linear still. You got to play in the quantum. You got to play in this soup, this multidimensional soup, okay, of information streaming at you. And that's the astral. Astral travel is mostly sorting and sifting through this stuff, but also it's, of course, traveling with the, locus of your third eye and allowing it to move you towards a specific location. Some people also start the journey from their hearts. And I truly believe that both ways work, okay? You just have to find your own. They're just energetic recalculations, right? So think of them like that. Now, past, present, and future, right, are always in a constant dance to orchestrate your highest outcome. Okay, thank you for the hearts. So there's a comedian who walks on, okay? Woo! Let's give him a round of applause, okay? Who's the comedian? It's your higher self, okay? However, now think about what I'm about to say as a comedian, okay? This is a comedy show, so we're here to laugh at it, okay? The higher self, our cosmic homie, our flow me, the real G. Let me tell you, this G ain't just here to punish you for screwing up, right? They're not that X that keeps reminding you about that one time you ate all the pizza and you said you'd share, right? The higher self is more like that friend who looks at your mess and says, "Hey, man, I got you again," right? I got you again and again and again. It's all good. Okay. So they're constantly plotting your best possible future, even when you're out here being in this messy ass present. Okay. Wondering why things are hurting so bad, wondering why you're suffering. So what's really happening, right? We're out here getting stuck in our own shitty creations, guys. We're the ones building this pile of shit. The universe isn't punishing us, right? We're out here building our own walls. Build a wall, right? Brick by brick, with every bad belief system. But guess what? We can flip that instantly just by swapping out those beliefs like a dodgy light bulb, right? A little bit dodgy over here. Let's click, right? We'll get rid of it. Okay. We swap out those old beliefs with a new one. Boom. New lighting. New life. You gotta love it. You gotta fucking love it. Hey, Alex, what's good? I was just praising you in the beginning of this video. So the higher self is like a cosmic escape artist, right? They're always offering you an out. Like, hey, you know you don't have to be in this shitty situation again, right? Like I've got an express lane that's better for me right here. It's quick, it's painless, but here's the catch. You got to act on it, right? It's like, as Alex said, ripping off a Band-Aid, right? Or better yet, waxing, right? Yes, it hurts like hell, okay? It's not going to be pretty, folks, okay? It'll hurt like when a mama, when you pull that wax strip off of all your problems, is like, oh, fuck. But the thing is, it's the pain you asked for, pain you invited to the party. So however big you think the problem is, that's how much it's going to hurt. Holy shit. Okay. But you knew this going in, right? So what's the moral of this story, guys? Your higher self ain't out here keeping score of your fuck ups. It's out here trying to get you to move out of your mess that you made as quickly and as painlessly as possible. You just have to trust, have faith, and say yes. Or, rip off the wax or whatever, right? Rip off the Band-Aid. Because it's not serving you any longer, those old storylines. And your higher self is there to prove you either right or wrong, right? So here we go. Okay. This is a guidance system that sort of streams from within, right? And connects with us. It's not something we cut ourselves off from. A lot of people, they stop at their imaginations and they go, nah, that stuff's too childish, man. That stuff's too weird. I don't know. I don't really want to think about that. Right? I have a 9 to 5. I have a this. I have a that. Okay, you keep all of your excuses and you don't get past level 1 into level 2. Okay? Level 2 is like more so inspiration, right? When you feel inspired. Now, some people can skip past the imagination and go immediately into level 2, inspiration. And then maybe level 3, intuition. Intuition is that very, very subtle level 3, right, guys? So it starts with the imagination. The imagination is where we craft this video game, right? So we got to really know ourselves in the astral well. How do we look? If we had all rules, right? Like full-on rules, right? I would say 98% are stuck at level 2. Yeah. Yeah. Just inspired. But where's the intuition, right? Where's that higher level of tuning into things? So it's about figuring out how you can communicate with your higher self. Okay. Now you can do some practices or ask yourself some questions. I usually like to do palms out because palms out usually makes you very receptive, right? It opens up the palm chakras in a way. Okay. Okay. This is also why we use our hands a lot in healing, Reiki and so forth, right? Um, the hands are they're receptors, right? So this makes it more receptive for source to come through. So just imagine that it's coming through into your palms like this. You can then put it together to charge it even stronger. And this is why I truly believe this is why in our culture we go like this. We're actually receiving the blessings from God, the transmitter. We're right. We're using this energy and embodying it in the blessings of our life. Yo, says Mathis, merge instead of compare. Ooh, dang. That's a deep thought, right? Merge instead of compare. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have to expand a little bit more on that, Mathis, you know? That's a very profound topic, right? Me and my homies, we go from profound topics to meaningless subjects in millisecond, right? And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's fully human. You know, that's an optimal human. Okay. That's peak performance right there. Okay. Peak performance shamanism, that is. Okay, so the higher self is a future you, right? That is if you decide to follow your spiritual path, to trust in the superconscious mind, to have some connection with source or God, right? For the atheists, you guys are going to go around this realm, maybe a little bit subconscious work, journaling, and then not do anything. Okay. But I'm here to get me some living water from Yeshua. Okay. I don't know about you guys. I'm here to embrace this version of me that is silent. And once there is silence, there is knowingness. I'm not thinking, creating just electricity in my mind. I am knowing, creating magnetism. Okay, manifesting, right? Magneto shit. I see the frequency of reason as something in the middle, potential to look up. Mm, okay. Yet also judgmental on the lower states. As soon as you compare, you may drop lower instead of merging, which means transmutation in my knowing, you know? Ah, I see what you're saying. So when you're in a frequency of comparing yourself to someone else, right? You're creating a separation, a distance, right? Creating a pressure cooker type of situation, right? Yeah, it creates conquering. It creates exactly, it creates competition instead of collaboration, right? So what you're suggesting is you just let go. You abandon that need to impose your will or try to change the situation, right? And you choose not to judge. Instead, you try and accept their ideology or whatever they're arguing with you for, right? And so then what's the stage after that? So reason, right? Reason in the middle, potential to look up, judgmental on the lower states. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need discerning power, I feel, for this, right? Right, Mathis? You would need a lot of discerning power to know what's the right maneuver to make. And I think each moment, it's different planetary energies. Some moments are more yin, some moments are more yang. You know what I mean? It's like we've got to really understand how we can embrace those moments of frustration, in a sense. How can we love even when the surrounding is unlovable? How can we find beauty in the chaos or the unknown, right? So that's the real gift here, is we're not creating a separation, we're creating a unification by understanding, yo, I could have had these problems the same as this dude, right? I could have been fucked up like that, and maybe, I lived in another timeline where my wife cheated on me or whatever. I don't know, you know? And he's fucked up. I don't even know his backstory, what's going on here. I'm just making random projections, which are helping us connect, I guess. But it says more about what I am judging him as, right? About me, because it's my pair of goggles that I'm wearing. So yeah, I get that. Yeah, discernment comes from acceptance of wisdom in thy heart. By thy heart. I like that. Like scanning the room, which is human, yet I am no human. Yeah, a lot of happening subconscious because of primal essence. Yeah, my toxic trait is that I'm an alien. It seems super simple, yet it's been always about allow and unite instead of divide and conquer. Mm. That's super interesting, though, because how would that be different from like an empath wanting to merge with another person? Like, how would that be different? You know what I mean? Because those are two different things, right? One is like I'm emerging into them and it's kind of from a trauma, right? It's like kind of from a space where you're like, I feel like I need that, right? Whereas, yeah, exactly. Whereas it's like when when there is no urge to merge and there's just pure merging, that would be more of an understanding being built between you two, right? Like you now have a inner walkie-talkie device, whereas earlier you had like the wires cut or whatever, and you couldn't understand each other. So I think understanding is definitely a bridge too. But again, why are we feeling stuckness? Okay, we have numbed and suppressed all our emotions. We're like, send it to the subconscious, send it to the subconscious. Okay, and now the subconscious just has to do extra, work to try to deal with this shit, man. Okay, so you want to just classify, organize, and symbolize these thoughts, right? This is why we do subconscious work. We work with sigils. Let's say that you're feeling in a really ecstatic state, right? And you're like, all your chakras are lit up, and then you just draw an improvised sigil, right? Like this. Now, though this might be scribbles, it was still left an energetic signature, right? Of how your hand moved. And even that leaves an imprint behind for your subconscious mind to gather the information of, though they are scribbles, they are still scribbles with feeling, right? And so this is how the mind is so fucking electromechanic and shit, right? This is how we're able to tap into like the understanding of quantum entanglement, right? Like if I have your voodoo doll over here and I start hitting it, you're gonna feel some pain right on the other side. It might not be exactly as someone punching you in the stomach, but it might be like, oh no, like I got hit with something or something fell over, right? So why does that happen though? You know, why is it that someone could take a piece of your hair, a photo, right, a bank number or something, and rearrange it, merge it, fuck around with it, twist it on its edge, and then suddenly create some kind of a potent spell out of it, right? Because it's all in the collective, it's all in the cosmic, it's all in the intergalactic. You have to discern, look at the pieces, be able to look that, oh, wait a second, that puzzle piece doesn't really fit there exactly, right? Let me change this around for this belief or this idea, right? Let me actually find a wiser way for this to connect, right? Right now, it feels like they're apart from each other. And so there's a split mind happening. Like, I want to do this, but then also do that. No, I can't really. I don't know. I can't. Let's meet in the middle somewhere. I don't know if that's. It's the hesitation, right? So when you transform the hesitation into fucking certainty, it clicks, right? Now, this kind of godfidence is very different from I want to feel settled down. Okay. That's not the same thing. Okay. You might think it is, but it's not. Okay. A lot of you guys, you just want the easy option for having, oh, I just want the dream life. Give me a trad wife, give me a home in the farms. Okay. Hey man, a home in the farms is no joke. You still gotta take care of those chickens, man. You know what I mean? Think about all those chickens, man. What about those chickens? Okay, I mean, so where discernment, that's where discernment comes into play. It would be wise to merge if it pulls down. Guess not. Thought transference, you must be receptive to it. For example, when you're an empath who is open, like you'll be receptive to a lot of dark shit. Yep. As it sticks like a label to you, you will have it in your energetic field. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the kind of discernment that you need as an empath. Okay. Now, a lot of people like to just say that they're empaths without actually being hypersensitive or tuning themselves to things because it makes them sound cool, right? Or whatever. So to those people, I would say, of course, you're human, you have empathy. If you put a label on something that is very human, it kind of classifies it into a weird kind of world of its own, doesn't it? Like, because I used to classify myself as an empath, but then I noticed like that label isn't serving me at all. Okay. Because I know that my empathy is a privilege, bro. Right? I know that it's not so easily given to everybody. It's like it's a thing to really preserve and protect and have with the right kinds of environments, vibes, people. This is why vibe attracts tribe. And if you know, you know. Yep. If you know, you know. So this is it, man. And it's so cool to think about, like, think about it, man. Your future versions of you are your spirit guides. That's fucking cool. I'm a future Janus, you mean? Dang, Mathis is future Helios? That's so cool to me, right? Alex, we have yet to find your deities, your guides, but yeah, man, we'll work something out. I'm pretty sure you'll become an adept soon. I have an eye into the future, so I could tell. You were made for this path working, bro. Fuck. Um, it's created for people like us. We're like trying to create our own thing, basically, not do what other spiritual systems have done. Just have the freedom of choice to fully explore and be creatives, right? Be artists with this thing too. I think it's beautiful. So, sunlight, yeah, yeah, future sun. I am the future sunlight. Yeah, it's an epic idea. He says I'm ready. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I have to end this soon, guys, just because I have a client showing up, but I love talking with you guys. Let me know if you have any questions just in the group in general or anything. Let's just end with a quick oracle reading for all of us. Let's see what we need to hear. Here we go. Sanat Kumar, of course. He's one of my main higher self guides, you could say. Okay, great. His name means eternal youth, by the way. He's a very advanced cosmic light being. Um, let's see here. There's also a temple dedicated to him in Japan. I have to check that out sometime in my life. Legend has that he came from Venus 6.5 million years ago and is eternally 16 years old due to the atmospheric differences between the two planets. Right? So he's perpetually young. He's like forever in that kind of teenage fantasy world. You know what I mean? Like he's in there. Like his energy is very shifting. right? It's an etheric type of energy in Shambhala. So he's all the way up in the Himalayas, right? So his twin flame is probably Lady Venus as well. So that's quite interesting. Okay. It says right now you're an open channel to source codes and information that can help you understand your life and be more aligned to the energy of purpose and meaning. If you've been feeling highly psychic or intuitive, or are feeling particular message rising up from within you, this card is here to help you trust in what you are receiving and encourage you to follow through on the guidance. It's telling you to basically double down on the signs and downloads that you're getting right now. And it's important for you to take some time in contemplation and meditation now, because there's going to be some crucial life affirming information that is going to support you on your path. Just know that you're being guided and you were born to be a light, a seraphim dragon soul, okay, a cyberkinetic ninja, whatever you want to be. Okay, this is one of those paths where you get to decide your adventure. Okay, it's like a choose your own adventure novel, right? So yeah, man, let's fucking get it. Upward spiral gang. May we never be the same again. Thank you. All praise to the Most High. Let's get it. Okay, God chakra. Thank you. Okay, let's tap in. May we never be